Hey guys, it's Ryan Butler with Keller Williams, and today we're going to talk about English basements, how to rent them out, and how to make sure it stays legal. So you have a row home in DC, and you have a basement that's finished, or maybe you're thinking about finishing, and you say, I wonder, can I make this a rental unit? And if so, what steps do I need to take to make sure I am in compliance with the law? Well, we're going to talk about that today. So the first step that you make is to make sure that you have what's called a certificate of occupancy. Now, there could be a lot of other little steps that go along with that, but if you're in the renovation process and trying to make that a legal English basement, then one of the things you're going to need to do is get the certificate of occupancy. To get the certificate of occupancy, you're going to have to pass some plans, make sure you have proper plans, make sure that it's up to code for an English basement for DC. Now, your home, that English basement, depending on the condition and how you bought it, it could have already had a certificate of occupancy, and you just need to go down and basically redo it. Now, if that English basement does not have a certificate of occupancy, then you're going to have to go out and make sure you're up to compliance and go through that whole process of creating one. One of the big things you're going to see for English basements, C of O, as they call it, certificate of occupancy, is that it needs to be separately metered. So the electric and the heating, air conditioning at the minimum needs to be separate. The second thing you need to get is, after you get your C of O, you're going to have to go and get your business license. So the District of Columbia requires that when you have a rental unit, even if it's an English basement, that you get a business license. Now, after you get your business license, you're going to have to get your unit inspected. So the city's going to send out their own inspectors, city inspectors, to make sure that the unit is up to code, and you have to pass that inspection. And if not, you have to make the repairs and the suggestions that they've given you so that you can actually rent out your property. The fourth and last piece is to make sure that you have your rent control exemption. Now, if you didn't want to have the rent amount that you're charging a tenant controlled, then you need to go get a rent control exemption. And that's the last piece to this whole English basement converted to an actual separate unit with a proper certificate of occupancy. So to recap, the four things you need to do is make sure that you get your C of O, get your business license, get a proper inspection, and the fourth last one is to make sure you get a rent control exemption. I hope this was helpful in case you were thinking about going and converting your basement to an actual rental unit, or if you already have one and you just want to go through the proper channels. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm here and available. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one.